Hey beauties everyone, I'm doing a pick a card reading, super fun, for everyone who has that question about a person, a love interest, a relationship, like what is the true potential for me with this person, okay, whether you're already together, not together, like what's the true romantic potential with you and this person, okay? So I have 3 decks here. I'm going to show you them. All right. So I already did fully invocation, all the shuffle, cut, spread for all 3 decks. All right. So I'm going to show you, and you're just going to pick not the deck that looks the prettiest or the deck that you like, the one that you're just feeling a vibe from. Like that's the one that has my answers. Okay. So first we have deck 1. All right. Deck 1. For those that are being called to this deck. Deck 2 in the middle here, okay, if you're being called to that, that has your answer. And deck 3, okay, has the stars. All right, so you're gonna pick which deck kind of called out to you or stuck in your mind after. And then we also have an oracle card for each deck with a message from Spirit. All right, so here we go, we're gonna get into it. So for those of you who picked deck 1, all right, I'm only doing about 5 cards from each deck, so I'm not doing a full Celtic cross spread. You know, we all do different kinds of readings at different times, all right? So the first card out we have is 4 of Cups. So I feel like, you know, and it's with justice, okay? So for those of you who picked this deck, you know, you're definitely going through a period of you're not really sure if you want this, you're not sure how you feel about this person, or, you know, if you've never gotten with them, you're still kind of like assessing them from afar. But there is a strong connection here. And it can be something that is gonna come in strong that's meant to be. If you're already in a relationship and this is just that you've been withdrawn from someone or they've been withdrawn from you, you know, justice is here saying things will be balanced out, things will be made right. There is and I don't mean this in a negative way, there is a karmic connection. I know, you know, people like to use that in a negative sense, like, oh, it's our karmic, whatever. You know, I mean, we're all living out and through karma and have connections, you know, from past lifetimes that we're tied to each other through different karmas, right? Some, you know, that doesn't mean that that's not a good thing, in that we definitely have a more than superficial connection. There is a purpose to the coming together, right? So anyways, there's something there that is going to come in. There's a balancing of karma. There's fixing if there are issues. They're getting fixed. There is some kind of strong spiritual draw and some sort of magnetic attraction. Okay, so this is a passionate potential connection and a spiritual potential. Yeah, we have Ace of Wands. There is very big attraction here. So I feel like, you know, you're kind of eyeballing this person, like, I don't know, and yet you feel like really drawn strongly to this person. We have, you know, out of the 5 cards, 3 of them are major arcana. So we have death here. So I feel like for a lot of you, the connection here is coming in for a reason. It does have to do with balancing karma. It does have to do with overcoming some kind of possible obstacles in the past. Really doing some transformative work. Okay, there is a whole reason for the attraction, and then I do feel like there's probably, you know, an end. if that doesn't mean there can't be, you know, a rebirth again, but I feel like there is a karmic cycle coming through in this connection. It has to do with something cosmic, something that is for the purpose of healing, okay? But it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be your forever person. If you feel that it is your forever person, you're already in relationship with this person, then there's a lot of Plutonian or Scorpionic energy that keeps you guys in this sort of death and rebirth cycle, you know, and sometimes it ends and then there's a rebirth again, right when you think it's finally done, you finally have closure. Oh, it starts up again. Because, I mean, this is someone that you have a very strong bond with, very strong attraction to, very strong spiritual attraction to as well. So for those of you that picked pile 1, it's kind of an intense attraction connection. It almost feels like a little bit, the energy is a little hard to manage, okay? And that is, I feel like what the cycles are about is, you know, there's all this sort of passion, out of control, primal, wild, fiery, sexual energy. And then you kind of, you know, it's a little out of control. You're trying to find the balance with it. And you go through endings because it feels out of control and you feel like this is the best way, or the way for you to kind of rebalance the situation. So there is kind of swinging of the pendulum in this connection if you go into it or if you're already in it. But it is a major connection, not minor, to have 3 out of 5 of the cards be major arcana. All right, there's major attraction, there's major karmic connection rebalancing, there's a major transformative principle happening here. So it's not really a yes or a no on like, oh, is this the absolute right and best true love person for you forever? I feel like you could take it either way on this one. There's a huge attraction, there's a huge spiritual connection, there's a lot of karma being worked out, there's a lot of transformation happening. Now, if you want to choose that as your forever kind of relationship, well, that is totally up to you. And, you know, it depends on how much you like that level of constant transformation and intensity. You know, if you're a Scorpio or Plutonian person, that might be perfect for you. If, you know, you're someone that's stressed out by that level of change and intensity, then you might decide that this is not, you know, your forever thing, but something that really helped you transform and was something you'll always remember as major, as passionate. Okay, we're moving on because the sun's now coming in. I'm like, oh. We're moving on to deck 2, okay? Let's see what's up with deck 2. For those who picked deck 2, okay, right, that was this white deck. Let's see what we have. Strength again. Wow. So we have both piles had strength. That's interesting. Okay. So I'm pulling for you 5. Yeah, wow. Again, we have so many major arcana cards here. This one, we have 4 out of 5 cards major arcana. What does that mean? You know, that means this is not a small or superficial connection by any means. This is something that the universe is bringing in for you. There is, you know, bigger things happening than just like, oh, you're cute, you know. So there's a lot of really strong, beautiful energy here. I love it. We do have Queen of Swords here. If you can see, can you see this? Oh gosh, there we go. Queen of Swords. For some of you, you know, you're air sign or you have a lot of air in your chart. For others, there's a person, okay, that you are thinking about who is an air sign. there's definitely someone here that, you know, has worked at becoming clear with their boundaries, okay, or who's gone through things, gone through difficult relationships in the past, and they're not looking to take any BS. Sorry, Mercury retrograde, I cannot speak. Okay, so whether it's you or this person you're thinking of, there's definitely someone, one of you, that does not want to be in a toxic relationship again. And so they might be a little bit guarded, okay, a little bit self-protective, right? But these 4 major arcana cards are gorgeous, okay? We have strength, a very spiritual connection, as well as a very passionate connection, an unbreakable bond. This is someone that you can be your highest self and your lowest self with. Like, you accept with each other, or you recognize all the aspects, not just the superficial, like, oh, you know, this is a major connection where you see each other's beauty and you see each other's ugly, and there's a lot of overcoming issues, overcoming any kind of shadow stuff, toxic stuff, okay? So this is a strong, beautiful connection. We have the Hierophant here. This is, if you're not married to this person, this could be the person that you are going to marry or meant to marry. It's saying the connection was brought in by spirit. It's saying that it is a blessed connection, very possibly serious long term, okay? Then we have, right next to each other, I love this, we have the Chariot coming in after the Star, chasing the Star. All right, so this is definitely someone feeling like the other person is the one for them, the kind of person they've always wanted, the one that they always looked for, and they're coming for them. All right, so again, very strong energies with all the major arcana cards. The Star, this is a possibly very healing connection. All right, so let's see what your oracle card is, okay? We have Coffin. So it's kind of like I was saying, where I feel like someone has come out of some heavy things in the past, and they don't want toxicity anymore, and they're quick with their sword to cut out anything that they feel is not high enough vibration. So I feel like that's what Spirit's talking about here, is like someone is done with the way they used to do relationship, the way they used to have relationship, the kind of energies they had to deal with, right? Someone has cut that out completely, whether it's you or the other person, and they're done with that. They've transformed, absolutely, and they want a higher connection. And I feel like that's what this is. This is a higher connection, you know? This is overcoming toxic or low vibration things. This is something that is aligned with the divine, with spirit, and again, high vibration, higher level, ascended kind of connection with the Star. So this looks really good. For those of you who've been through stuff, you're looking for this kind of connection, this is that kind of connection. It is major, and there's a lot of positive energy coming in with this. Okay, now we're on to deck 3. All right, for those of you who picked deck 3, I'm just going to move back a little bit, okay, because the sun is coming in my face. Okay, all right, thank you for your patience. Here we go. Oh, all right, so the first card out we have is Temperance. Okay, so this one, let me just make a little adjustment. Okay, yeah, so this is bringing in some serious spiritual energy as well. I'm going to pull out all the cards and check it out. Ugh. This one is intense. Okay, so if you pick this, you know there's just some massive intensity going on here. Again, we have 4 out of 5 cards are major arcana. Holy camoli. Okay, 4 out of 5 cards, major arcana. Again, this is the universe bringing this in. This is way beyond just like, oh, you know, I met this cute person. Like, no. This is some serious shit here, okay? Now, this one is more intense than the other 2 spreads. Okay, just got to be real with you on that. We have the Tower and the Devil. Okay? So, there is this spiritual purpose. This can even be a twin flame relationship. There's a spiritual purpose, okay, of transmutation, of bringing the lowest and the highest together to merge, all right, to come into oneness, to bring the darkest aspects of yourself, of this other person, into a higher level, into harmony. This is tough, all right? This is someone who's bringing some serious toxic or shadow shit. And, you know, I don't know what happened to my phone light. Why did it do that? Let me see if I can make it brighten up. Sorry. All right. Well, we're going to try to finish. This is some trauma and drama that plays out because of this. All right. Whoever is bringing this, just, it's really intense. And the other person gets really rocked by it, feels like they have to end it, like, oh my God, you're too toxic, I cannot deal with you. And then you guys go into these periods of limbo, like we're not together, but we're not together. We cannot leave it behind, move forward, so we're just stuck, hoping for, wishing for enlightenment. So, do you hear that? That's like a woodpecker. Okay, this is a process of, you know, it's a process of changing your perspective, having to sit in things, and coming to further enlightenment, all right? It's also, whether this sounds like, you know, PC or not, it has to do with sacrifice. It has to do with suffering, okay? Yes, that is part of this connection that you have, or you will have to go through some periods of suffering, of feeling like you've been the martyr, and then having to let go of that story or perspective and give it up to spirit and come to a higher level of perspective, understanding, trust. That like, oh, I didn't really lose anything. I didn't really have to sacrifice anything except my wounds that I was holding on to, or aspects of ego, okay? So this is a major spiritual connection, but it has to do with dealing with the darkest aspects of yourself and another person. It has to do with dealing with trauma and then healing it and coming into a whole higher level of vibration This is union. This is transmutation. Things being burned up within yourself and this connection and this other person with the fire of spirit. And what is your message? You guys might have had the most intense, dark tarot cards. All right, but the message for spirit about this connection is the sun. Okay? Yeah. So, yeah. You're being asked in this connection to deal with the darkest, dirtiest, ugliest shit. The purpose is the sun. Absolute joy, authentic self, enlightenment, true happiness. So we're going for sure from the darkest depths to, you know, the highest heights of joy and ascension and self, you know, actualization, and being able to balance, accept fully the light and the dark, you know, not turn against the dark, not suppress it, but figure out how to lift it up, bring it into more conscious harmony within yourself than the connection within the other person. Okay, I'm gonna stop there because I gotta stop. This is a long video. So I hope that was helpful. Please check out my other videos. They're videos for the signs. They're videos for twin flames. I'm going to start doing some contract removal, karmic cleansing videos for those of you who feel like you have obstacles stuck that you want to get removed. And if you like a personal reading that is really spot on specific for you, please email me. My email's below. If you'd ever like to give a love donation, thank you, thank you. My PayPal is below for that. And I hope that you're all doing well. And I'm sending you so much love and light and peace and blessings and gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, thanks everybody. Oh, please like, share, subscribe. Yay, thank you, bye.